Hello everybody, my name is Wisp X, and I just had a failure video recording and editing. Oh god. I literally had done everything almost to a T in terms of the cutting and everything, and getting the audio synced. And it didn't even have any audio, and that's the problem. So, what's changed since I ended up doing the live stream? So what happened was I made a new character. I decided to recreate quote from Cave Story, as you can see here, which honestly I do like a lot. And it's just, I ended up getting the robot hat on a previous world that I ended up, I tried to open the screenshot folder, so when I did that it ended up crashing. So I explored this seed with another character, and I found out that there was a sandstorm in the bottle, and I got a ton other invar with that character that ended up giving the world that I live streamed to that OP character. So I got other things like that living loom. I got a living wood wand and the leaf wand. I don't know, in case I ever want to like make a living wood tree on my own or something. But I also got a bit of wolfram. But the sandstorm in the bottle, what it does is it gives you the highest jump out of all the bottles, and it boosts your speed while you are moving forward with it, or backwards, I don't know, whichever you prefer. But I also got a Adventure Spark, which is something you spawn in with in the Terraria mod when you create a new character. So, and literally I have to do this for 20 minutes, but so the Alchemist Spark, there's an alchemic damage type in Thorium, and it's honestly a great class if you like AoE and DPS. So, Warrior Spark will give you extra defense, and there are Summoner Spark that gets you extra number of minions, and the Sorcerer Spark gets you extra mana, and the Gunslinger Spark gives you extra crit damage. And since I ended up picking Cave Story, or a quote from Cave Story, I ended up picking the Gunslinger Spark, and something I'm trying to show right now is how to craft that Sun Spirit Staff, and it's something from Thorium. So what you do is you take 20 sandstone bricks and 2 desert feathers, and you end up taking it to an anvil, I think it is, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's an anvil, and you end up with the Sun Spirit Staff, and it is awesome, if I'm honest. So yeah, see, anvil, 20 of those, and you end up getting it. I ended up getting a Mystic Forge on it, and this thing takes up I don't know what kind of a minion slot, but I guess I just had one minion slot, and the Living Wood Acorn Sapling just didn't count as a minion. So, but I ended up fixing it to where I can have the Sun Spirit and the Slime Baby out. And also I ended up getting a Mana Crystal just right there. So here's the, no, this isn't the part where yeah, this is the part where I ended up making a bunch of Invar. Never mind. Oh, God. Oh, Lord, I have to do this for over 20 minutes. Ugh. I can't believe the audio cut out on me. So, I recorded an episode prior to this, but I accidentally deleted it, which is why I already have a house and all this stuff. So, sad. Very sad, I know. And it's a mistake on my part that I hope I never make again, but hey, it's YouTube production. So, here I made a kite so I could say when we're going to start exploring. I put on the Living Wood Armor, and that way we can have an extra minion slot, so I can have the Sun Spirit, the Slime Baby, and the Sapling out all at the same time, so I can do a lot of DPS. And I cut over here so I can just get into combat real quick. Oh god, I have to do this for 20 minutes. I don't know. I don't you know, I make a lot of cuts in this because I don't make very interesting commentary. I think I'm going to keep these episodes under 10 minutes long now, considering where oh yeah, TheFatRat, archaeologist. I mistook him for Dr. Bones, which is a vanilla mob that if you kill, you get his hat. But either way, like the DPS, I love the amount of DPS I've got going right here. You have no idea how good it is. But I think I'm just gonna put this together, see if I can throw it up on YouTube. I hope you guys enjoy the music I have playing in the background, whatever I put in the background, because I'm not listening to music while I do this. You guys get the joy of that, I don't. And I, you know, have a small lag spike there, but I got it taken care of. Yeah, I don't know. Excuse me. Okay, really? I'm not gonna sneeze after that build-up. God. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about me. Hello, my name is Wisp X on YouTube. I had a channel prior to this, but I made it when I was only 11. And I had a flip Mino, I think it was called, that I got for Christmas from my mom, which I ended up seeing a month prior to actually getting it for Christmas. Oh man. But I didn't open it per se. But I'd always wanted one of those little cameras, and you know, I got it, and you know, it just broke after a while. But now, who knows? I might get another one for all I know. But then again, I have my phone, so I really don't need that. And the phone is 1080p. So here I cut so I can just show off where I was when I got the sandstorm in a bottle, and I got the chest along with it, and the gold that I found in the sacks that you just mine with a pickaxe. And I decided to just add on a few more NPC, you know, additions here. And so I ended up replacing that chair to where it's facing the other way. But I remember here I was talking about how I just don't want to continue a channel that I started when I was 11 because that was a bit premature of me. But here I'm talking about what kind of a plan I wanted to make during this episode. So in my exploration with the other character on the other world with the same seed, I found a chest with an ice mirror and flurry boots, and I think I'm just gonna go get those off cam, and if I do, then don't be surprised. Actually, if I don't be surprised. That's more like what I should say here. But I really wanted to get that, but sadly, I don't end up getting it in this episode, and I just end up flunking it here. But I'm switching this out for the amulet. Doesn't have a family heirloom amulet, and that thing isn't even any good unless you're playing expert mode and final boss of Thorium, which is Ragnarok. It's these three guys that just, you know, show up, spawn, and if you beat them, you get a dormant hammer. You craft that with the amulet and you get Mjolnir, which is a pretty good weapon. It does almost 400 damage, but Calamity does, you know, has items that do well over that. But I'm just prepping here so I can head over to the actual place that I think I found on the other exploration. And I think I make a Invar pickaxe here, and it has about 45% pickaxe power, and we don't have that -1 range that the copper pickaxe has, but I don't know. I'm not that interesting of a commentator, at least I don't think. And I ended up selling the old gear to the geezer down there. So, except for that staff, I really need to keep that staff just because it crafts into a couple weapons, which are pretty good. So, and I make a cut about here. Yeah. I make a lot of cuts in this because it's like I recorded for well over an hour, and I had almost 30 minutes worth of a video. And so it really stinks having something like this happen. It makes no sense to me as to how this could happen. But I think I know what happened, and it will not happen again. I forgot to set my audio format on my preset that's for Blender, and that's what ended up screwing me over in terms of the audio. But hey, you guys get to enjoy this cool music in the background, which I don't even get to listen to. But if you want to know where I get my music and what the music titles are, it's all in the description, okay? I will not put any music in my videos without giving proper credit first. And so if you ever want to use the music in your own videos, or you just want to listen to it for the good vibes, then just look in the description. It should always usually be in there. So that's that pretty much. So I guess if you want to know me a little bit better, something that I find really relaxing is sleeping, during a rainstorm in the fall time. Like, I love the fall colors, and that was the season I happened to be born in. I was born close to Halloween, but not close enough. I was like halfway through the month. So the fall time is my favorite season of the year, and my birthday doesn't even have anything to do with it. So, and if I bump the mic a few times, I'm sorry. I don't have an actual standing microphone. I used to, but now it doesn't work anymore, unfortunately. So I just hope that I make good enough content here to where I can turn this into a little bit of a career, and I'm actually able to make some cash off this. But for that, I need 10,000 views, and if you just look at your own channel thing and try and enable monetization, then you end up seeing the requirements for that. And you can send in a request anytime, and they'll help you whenever once you do the other steps. Then you hit 10,000 in channel views, then there's that. In case you're ever wanting to start YouTube, that's the main thing. And I'm really, really glad about what you can do here, and it's just amazing. I'm glad that I'm even able to do YouTube here, and that live stream was such a failure, and it just kind of really disappointed me. And oh god, excuse me. I don't know if you heard that or not. Hopefully not. Anyways, so here I make a cut over so I can actually, did I grab something else? I must have grabbed something else. So anyways, yeah, here's where I made the cut. And anytime you see me pull out a torch, that's when I make a cut, usually, because my recording button is set to shift and equals. So that's why I usually end up pulling a torch out before I cut. So anytime I have a torch on me, I end up making a cut here. So what I have in terms of future plans for this channel, I just want to be a gaming channel that I don't want any adult content strikes on my channel. That way I can monetize as many videos as I can. Hopefully I can grow and be a better commentator and game provider and everything. And the main thing that's holding me back here, sorry about that. What's holding me back here most of all is my computer at the moment. It's literally just an Acer desktop budget computer that just doesn't do well in terms of performance. So hopefully I can do YouTube for long enough to where I can buy a better computer, and maybe just an Alienware or 51 or whatever that thing. It's about $1,000. It's a Windows 7 computer, but I really want to get something like that and be able to start providing better content to put on YouTube, because the better content I put up, the much better I can feel satisfied about this. And hopefully I won't have to do YouTube for so long, but who knows, it might take a year or two to actually get this channel going. So Thorium ended up placing a biome right here. You can see it in the bottom right, and the screen turned blue. It's called the Glacier biome, I think, and a floating island should be to the right of me, but I ended up not going, thinking that I didn't, that I already went far enough, which in actuality, I don't believe I did. Just looking back at it now. So, something else that just like, I really, really want to get back to playing this character, but I don't want to end up just bugging out on all the other things that I can discover with you guys. I really, really need a better computer, but I'll say this, my recordings usually, and sorry, there's like this weird ball thing in my throat, under my mouth, and it's just, sometimes it hurts whenever I'm making commentary like this, and it just makes it a little bit more difficult, but I can manage. But anyways, so what was I talking about? Whatever. So I really want to do this for long enough to where I can start building a community, and with that, a budget to put into this career. So here I ended up finding an ice blade and a unicorn statue, which I can use to just, I don't know, grind on unicorn horns for, or maybe a golden apple, or an enchanted apple for the mount. Angel statues do nothing. Ugh. It's so sad that I don't even think if you put a fez on, they do anything, which is sometimes sold by the traveling merchant that appears every now and again. But I think I'm just gonna finish this up, and from now on, I'm just gonna record one whole thing and just cut it out and make sure it's good to go on audio and everything, and I can actually put it up on YouTube without having to do this post-commentary thing. But if you guys like post-commentary, let me know in the comments below, I guess. Even though I only have one subscriber at the moment, but who knows, maybe in future times I will have some sort of a community built up and be able to actually say that, hey everybody, remember this is my first real video that I actually put some major effort into. So this is a working process, and I am a huge workaholic. I am so sorry about that. Shoot. I might just cut that out, but I'm a huge workaholic, and doing YouTube doesn't help, especially like when it comes to physical labor. I can be a great workaholic, it's just like, I don't want to stop. I know I'm doing good, and if it's like work I'm making cash off of, I'm not going to stop anytime soon, because I love working, and actually, like, it just gives me a sense of purpose, It makes me actually feel like I can be someone who can, actually live out in society and not actually be just, That's the second time I made this video. That's kind of embarrassing. Oh god. If I'm repetitive, it's because I really don't have enough to talk about. So. And on top of that, it's almost 11 o'clock at night, 5 before 11, so. If I yawn a lot, don't be surprised. Which is really, really unprofessional, too. Like, I don't ever hear any, huge YouTuber yawn in their videos, and it's just, ridiculous if I end up doing that enough. Here, I make my first gun, which, in fact, this thing looks a bit like the Polar Star from Cave Story. But unfortunately, it's sluggish, so it's going to fire very slowly, and I would have to make another one in order to not deal with that. But I have to hold on to it in order to actually get the arm stealer to spawn in, that's right. And, sorry, I had an extra dinner tonight. I'm a bit of a foodie, too. Here, I just, made the house a bit better, and I think that I can just continue the house on like that, and I can just have some sort of underground colony, and that way I don't have to deal with my NPCs just getting attacked all over the place during raids by goblins or pirates or Martians. You know, goblins and pirates and Martians, oh god. But don't expect any foul language from me, because I really, like, that's what's going to hinder me making plenty of profit off of this. And I know that I talk about profit a lot, which people really should not talk about money. But I'm still in high school and I don't have a job. I'm going into junior year right now, and I'm really just needing a place where I can work, and you know, just because it's really that kind of a time for me, you know, a point in my life where I need to find a career, you know, before I go into college. And I'm wanting to be an engineer, you know, but to do that, I'm gonna need some financials. There I go, talking about money again. Oh god. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut a lot of this out. But basically, just I'm wanting to join the military later this year, so I can actually get some support for college and go and become an engineer, and so I can invent my products and hopefully be able to do good things with my life. But I'm only going to serve my 4 years and then call it, because I really can't just I'm not one to make the military my career, but I'm one to put in my years of service. So, but other than that, I really shouldn't be talking about money here, because YouTube is not the spot to be talking about money. I mean, everybody's having, you know, everybody's who is making their living off of YouTube is going through the adpocalypse, as everybody's calling it. And in fact, I haven't seen any ads on Jacksepticeye or PewDiePie or Markiplier's videos lately, because I just, you know, I guess they just really, you know, YouTube really screws you over in terms of being able to express yourself, you know. And sure, it's hard, but you really, like it's understandable from a advertiser standpoint. Like, oh my god, I'm sponsoring this. Like, just imagine you have $1 million to your company and you're sponsoring PewDiePie. It's just, oh god, he has that one accident. Like, I feel really bad for feelings about what happened with him and the whole anti-Semitism freak out. Like, I can tell I'd be scared as crap. Like, I don't know why he even posted the video. I know I would never have posted that video, because I do, like, I'm an anti-racist stereotype. Like, sure, people think that stereotypes about their own country, let's say, are pretty funny. Like, I'm American, so we're obnoxious. And the stereotypical American, to me, is a thinning guy. He's kind of pudgy, and he's got a beer in one hand and a shotgun in the other. And or he's got either a baby or a shotgun in the other hand, watching a fireworks show from their lawn in a lawn chair. Just, you know, down in the beer. Just, I don't know, that's really not wise to talk about, considering what I'm wanting to do with this channel. But for now, I won't even be making any sort of revenue off of this until I get 10,000 channel views, and I am mostly through this thing. Goodness. So I just end up digging down in this cave. I found a bit of tungsten, so I can work on a mod that I have in here called the Magic Storage mod, which does get some support from Calamity, thankfully. So this is where I end up teleporting out, and I hope you guys really do end up enjoying my content. Be sure to like and subscribe if you somehow enjoyed it, no matter how many times I talked about cash, which I am so embarrassed about. I just I don't know. I really need to stay calm about that kind of situation. I'm 17, you know. So, I really hope you enjoyed this video somehow. I don't know how. And be sure to leave a comment telling me what you like about my commentary or this video in general. And I guess until then, I am Evangeline X, and I guess I'll be signing off. Thank you.